Speaking of Barcelona, let's go there because apparently Raphinha obviously is demanding everything to make sure that this happens. Leeds United reportedly agreeing a certain fee. What's the latest?
Yes, another crazy saga, let me say, a really crazy saga of this summer. This one has been one of the most crazy I've ever covered in my life because many things happen behind the scenes of this story. So, to answer the question, is not yet a done deal just because what's the point? That yesterday night, so on Sunday night, Barcelona improved their proposal to Leeds. I'm told that the proposal is around 68 million euros, but Barcelona would pay the whole commissions and taxes of the deal, and it means that it will be around 72 million euros total value of the package. But the point is that it's a verbal proposal. They are waiting for an official bid. So this is why now Barca need to submit an official proposal, and then Leeds will be prepared to accept. So now it's verbal. Now it's time for Barca to send the official bid, and then the deal could be completed between Barca and Leeds. Your point was very good. Yes. On player side, I mean.
Yeah, because that's where I wanted to go here, Fabrizio. Like, I just, thank you, managing Barca, Raphinha and Dembele update. My question to Fab is similar to this. I'm just intrigued by how all this is being sorted out by Barcelona, because on one hand, they owe some money to Frankie de Jong regarding his contract money. Dembele agreed an extension, I believe, and reduced his own wages. Obviously, financially, Joan Laporta has to figure a lot of things out. So how in the hell can they get 72 million? Does the Frankie de Jong sale have a lot to do with that? Where are the assets? Basically, what I'm asking in order to get the Brazilian.
I can tell you the truth. I don't know, but also people in football don't know. Agents of players don't know. So they don't know how they can manage it. But I still remember we were here in December, and we discussed about Ferran Torres, and many people said it will be impossible for Barca to sign Ferran Torres. They are in a terrible financial situation, and then they signed Ferran Torres from Man City. So honestly, I don't want to say things that I don't know, and I am not in the position of judging Barca on the financial point of view because I have no knowledge of the financial situation of Barcelona, but trust me, also many people into these stories like Raphinha, Dembele, they don't know how it will end up and how Barcelona will be able to do it. Maybe they will find a solution selling players, as you mentioned. Frankie de Jong maybe now is on standby, and maybe in 1 week or 2 weeks it will change. We will see. But at the moment, for sure, Barca are busy with Raphinha because they have, of course, full agreement with the player since a long time, and he's pushing for Barca. So they are now getting closer to an agreement with Leeds on verbal basis. Now it's time to send the official proposal. And then with Dembele, they have an agreement with Ousmane Dembele on all the details of the contract, but it's not signed yet. It's not signed because they need to do their checks and they need to approve this contract. Barca, I mean, because Ousmane already accepted every single clauses. Now it's up to Barca to approve this contract and sign. But these are two important steps to say, okay, it's done for Raphinha and it's done for Dembele.
Yeah, and Joan Laporta has done tremendous amount of work ever since becoming the president again. The Goldman Sachs loan, of course, cementing the deal with Spotify, selling TV rights as well. Everything to make sure that economically, at least Barcelona gets up again. So that's a major component.
I think is important. I 100% agree with you. And also I think the atmosphere around the team is different. Yeah. It's completely different. I still remember Barcelona 1 year ago, the situation was not so optimistic. Now, Jordi Cruyff, Matteo Alemany are doing great work on player side, but also Xavi. Xavi is really involved in all these stories we're mentioning. Xavi wanted Dembele to continue. Xavi is pushing for Raphinha. Xavi is the man who is having conversation internally also to push for Lewandowski deal. That is something that Barca want to do. So the atmosphere around the club is completely different.
We talked about Raphinha, and we believe Barcelona kind of hijacked that deal from Chelsea. What's going on there regarding, I guess, the possibility, if things don't work out with Barcelona, can Chelsea still get in there?
I would say yes. Chelsea are still there. They're still waiting till the end of this story with Barcelona. So till it will be signed with Barca, Chelsea will be there waiting and see what happens with this Raphinha story. Also because they have an agreement with Leeds. So it's on player side, the real point. But with Leeds, they have a full agreement since 2 weeks now. And other alternatives, we will see. But it's important to mention that Chelsea signed Raheem Sterling because it's not a normal signing. It's a top signing for 47 million pounds.
This is massive, Fabrizio. Sorry to interrupt, but this is big. This is a player that really a few years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, was a contender for player in the world, like one of the best. Yes. It's huge.
He had a fantastic Euros also last summer. So speaking about one of the best wingers in the game, and he's a huge one for Chelsea. It will be official soon after medical completed in London. And so they will do something. They're busy with the center backs, at least 2 center backs, maybe 3. It depends on the market. but Chelsea are on it. Don't worry. Sterling is a very good start. They needed some time because they changed everything. Let's remind that it was Marina Granovskaya 1 month ago. It was Peter Cech. And now it's Todd Bowley taking care of everything together with Thomas Tuchel. So it's a new structure. It's a new club. Now Chelsea, new owners, new board. The manager is taking care of everything on the technical point of view. So it will take some time, but Chelsea will be on it. Don't worry.
So regarding that connection between Chelsea and Man City doing some business, specifically talking about Raheem Sterling, Nathan Ackley, how close is that on that going to Chelsea?
There is an agreement between player and Chelsea because Ake has accepted all the personal terms with Chelsea. So it's going to be a 5-year deal in place between Chelsea and Ake. And now there is a negotiation between Chelsea and Man City because it was a separated deal, not together with Raheem Sterling, but 2 separated negotiations. And Man City, from what I'm told, they want almost the same fee they invested to sign Ake in summer 2020. It's around 42 million pounds. So I think around 40 million pounds, Chelsea could be able to complete this negotiation. We will see if they will find total agreement with Man City, but there are negotiations ongoing.
All right, let's do a little bit of a pivot here. Oh, we got some questions actually about Arsenal because there's a little bit of an interest regarding the Brazilian Lucas Paqueta. Is there any truth to this? As you know, Mikel Arteta continues to build a squad. You know, Gabriel Jesus is already in. How about another Brazilian with Paqueta to Arsenal? Is there any truth in that link? Says Billy Ferraldi.
At the moment, there is no bid from Arsenal. Also, his agents denied because at the moment there is still no bid from Arsenal for Lucas Paqueta. But at the same point, he's a player that I would watch till the end of the market because he dreams of Premier League football. His agents are working around Europe to find a solution because for the player it could be an opportunity to leave Lyon for 65 million euros plus add-ons. And so let's see what happens with Paqueta till the end. At the moment, there is still no bid, but it's a name that I would follow till the end. For Arsenal, I think they have many quality players now because they also signed Fabio Vieira, who is a quality midfielder. They have, of course, Odegaard, Smith-Rowe, many kind of quality players. And so I'm not sure that this is the priority.
Yeah, all right. Let's stick with the Premier League here before we talk about something else that happened stateside. But Fabrizio Romano, just before you came on, my friend, you made me very happy. Of course, as a certain Swedish defender is on his way to Aston Villa. Why don't we talk about that for a second?
Yes, maybe you can reveal it. I told you 2 weeks ago. It's our secret, but we can say now.
It was a secret that Fabrizio and I kept very close to our hearts, and I promised him I wouldn't say anything, and finally we can talk about it. Go ahead, my friend.
Yes, it's Ludwig Augustinsson, Sevilla left back, who is joining Aston Villa. He had his medical today morning. It's a loan deal with buy option for a total potential package in case Aston Villa will decide to trigger the buy option next summer for 4.5 million euros. So everything is in place with Sevilla, with the player. And so we're waiting for the official statement, but Augustinsson will be new Aston Villa player.
I mean, it's a great backup for Lucas Dean, deepens our squad, of course. And I'm sure, Fabrizio, I mean, this is an educated guess, but Aston Villa is probably not done in the transfer market, at least no way before the beginning of the season.
I agree with you. There will be many other things. We will see step by step. But also for Sevilla fans, let me say that they have now the replacement for Diego Carlos, who joined Aston Villa because it's Marcao. It's official today from Galatasaray. Very good centre-back. They were in negotiation since beginning of June for him. They're going to pay 15 million euros, add-ons included. And so very good negotiation for Sevilla too.